Answer the following in detail. What minerals are available in Australia and Asia? Describe their mineral wealth. Come to page number 85 and 86. First, we will write the heading Australia. So we move to page number 86, Australia. Okay. Now, children, under the heading Australia, you'll write the heading Australia and write Australia is also known for its mineral wealth. Okay. Or no need of writing this, you write the first point in this way. This country has the largest reserves of bauxite in the world. This will be the first point. No need of writing is known for its natural beauty. You write in this way. This country has the largest reserves of bauxite in the world. This will be the first point. Second, it has huge reserves of coal too. Third, it is also a leading producer of gold, diamond, iron ore, tin and nickel. Then, fourth point will be Australia has also rich deposits of uranium ore, copper, lead, zinc and manganese. And then the fifth point, Kalgoorlie and Coolgardie, okay, have the highest deposits of gold. No need of writing other two places in Western Australia. You'll just write have the largest deposits of gold. Kalgoorlie and Coolgardie have the largest deposits of gold. Then come to page number 85. Now in the same answer you will write the heading Asia. Okay, so let us see Asia now. First point you will be writing China and India are both known for their large iron reserves. This is the first point. Come to the second point. Then China, Malaysia and Indonesia are among the world's leading tin producers. Third point you will write China is also the leading producer of lead, antimony and tungsten. No need of writing of minerals like. Okay, you'll write China is also the leading producer of lead, antimony and tungsten. Okay, then you will write world's known, at least 2/3 of the world's known crude oil and natural gas reserves are found in Asia. Okay, then Asia has large reserves of manganese, nickel, zinc, copper and you will write bauxite. Or Asia has large reserves of bauxite, manganese, nickel, zinc and copper. Okay, now we come on to the next one. How are fossil fuels formed? Okay, so how are fossil fuels formed? Come to page number 90 again. Okay, it is the same answer which was the C answer in answer the following in brief. So it is again on page number 90, same second para. Fossil fuels are formed when dead animals and plants get buried under the earth's surface, and then you'll write, for example, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Then we come to the next one. Now we move on to the C answer. How are minerals extracted? Come to page number 89. How are minerals extracted? Okay. Now, page number 89 in summary, see the fifth point. Okay. Fifth point, there are written, there are 3 different ways of extracting minerals: mining, drilling and quarrying. So first heading you will write mining and you will write the 6th point. Okay. The process by which minerals are extracted or taken out from the rocks buried inside the earth's surface. Second heading you will write drilling. Okay. Drilling, you can come on this side on the last point. Okay. Fossil fuels like petroleum and natural gas are found deep inside the earth's surface or even in the bed of ocean. To extract these minerals, a process called drilling is carried out. Then in the same answer, the next heading you will write quarrying. Minerals that lie very close to the earth's surface are removed by a process called quarrying. So with this we come to the end of the C answer in detail. Now the next it is differentiate between the following: ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Come to page number 89. Okay, ferrous and non-ferrous metals. In summary, see the third point. You'll make a margin in between, a line, and then one side you will write the heading ferrous metal. Then ferrous minerals, then you will write here ferrous metallic minerals are those which contain ferrous or iron. Then in the next point, the second point, you will write, for example, iron ore, manganese and chromites. On the other side, you will write the heading non-ferrous minerals. 1 minute. You'll write metals. Sorry, the heading you will write non-ferrous metals. First you will write ferrous metals and then non-ferrous metal. Then you will write a non-ferrous ferrous metallic mineral is one which does not contain. Now children, I was explaining about ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Ferrous I have explained. Non-ferrous, you will write a non-ferrous metallic mineral is one which does not contain iron. An example you can write limestone and mica. Okay. Now, next we come on to differentiate between metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Okay. Next is metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. So, come to page number 78. Okay. Come to page number 78. Now come to page number 78. First you will write the heading metallic minerals. Okay. You'll make a margin and write metallic minerals are those minerals which contain some metal in raw form. An example you will write iron ore, uranium, manganese, etc. Okay. Then on the next side you will write non-metallic minerals. Then come to page number 80. Under the heading non-metallic mineral, you will be writing non-metallic minerals are those minerals that do not contain any metal or metallic components. Okay, then you'll put a full stop here. And in the next, you will write example limestone, mica and gypsum. Understood?